Hello everyone, I'm Grant, I'm the King of Camelot, and tonight I would like to talk to you about how the Kingdom of New Camelot is taking action against reinhowll. Now, reinhowll is a micronation that you may have seen around, and essentially they claim to be a nation who wants to create a better world for people and create a better way of living. But the simple truth is, now I cannot speak for, of course, all their citizens, or about all their citizens, but the simple fact is that their leader, the Duke of reinhowll, is a liar, a slanderer, and a bully of the highest order. He is also a fool and an idiot. He has no idea of the difference between honorable behavior and dishonorable behavior, and never sees any wrong in his action and takes no responsibility for his actions. Now, the reason I say he's a fool is because over the past year or so, he has been constantly picking fights with micronations and nations who are bigger, stronger, and more experienced than he is. And has thrown away opportunities for his people to do better in order to do so. The first time was when he joined the Empire of Camelot for a short time. He had a colossal fight over nothing with Emperor Andrew, and left Camelot. Very few micronations ever get recognized by Camelot or invited to join. And in a lot of ways, earning an invitation to join Sumeria is more beneficial to the people of the micronation and its government than joining the micronation being allowed to join the UN. A good leader puts his people first. You may not like what an ally is doing. You may not like a situation, but your dislike for that person in that situation cannot come before your duty to your people. I'm not going to go into the whole story about what happened with that fallout between Sumeria and reinhowll. Sumeria have detailed videos or did detailed videos on it on their channel, and we did a video detailing a whole load of inappropriate behavior against us and against the Empire Sumeria by reinhowll in the past. You can find it right here on this channel, I believe. At the end of this video, I will look and put a link to it in the description. Now, shortly after that situation occurred, we got in touch with reinhowll to try and organize diplomatic relations and a trade with the intention of creating a trade agreement with them. However, the negotiations fell through, largely because reinhowll has a rather weird idea of what kind of item holds value and what doesn't. So for a few months we didn't hear anything from them, and we kind of put it all behind us because the negotiations had gone through. But later on, we found out more about what had happened with Sumeria and reinhowll, and we were basically quite glad that we didn't have to have anything more to do with them. And then reinhowll, I believe, found out by watching one of our videos that for a long time now we have been pro-Sumerian at New Camelot. Or at least New Camelot itself has been. I've never really asked how all our member nations feel about Sumeria. However, certainly I've never seen them say anything negative or support anything negative being said about Sumeria on Reddit. Or YouTube. Well, after making that discovery, the Duke of reinhowll made his first real attack on us, started spreading lies. He publicly tried to convince people on our micronations on Reddit that I had a disability. He started contacting websites, telling them that I was planning to kill myself because I'd been going through a divorce. We outed him on a sort of condemnation video, exposing him as a liar. Not something we do often, but when someone is not only attacking me, but my micronation and all of my micronation, and beyond that, also attacking string lines about my family, and string lines with my personal situation, there is no option but to put the truth out there. So after that, we didn't hear anything from them for a bit. And this week, the Duke of reinhowll started spreading lies about us again. He started claiming on Reddit that we paid for people to use bots to get us up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is clearly jealousy. I did take a look in at what Duke of reinhowll was doing because I that I suspected it might be jealousy. And it is quite clear that they are jealous of how well Camelot is doing. And they want to ruin it for us. Most likely, from the way he was telling lies and things he was saying, he was hoping to get us kicked off of YouTube so we can't get monetized, or at the very least, have our subs taken away from us. The reason for this jealousy is quite simple. He is nowhere near they're nowhere near reaching 1,000 subscribers. They don't even have 100 subscribers yet on their YouTube page. They have, I believe it was 89 subscribers to our 1.k something or other. They have no patrons, or no patrons have signed their Patreon at all. We have one person has signed our Patreon. One is not a lot. It's not anywhere near the number that we need or want, but it is one more than they have. We have more allies than they do. We have a better reputation than they do. Now, it really is quite pathetic that they are attacking us based on jealousy. And in fact, even on one social media platform, reinhowll was issued with 2 warnings about his behavior towards New Camelot, and still continued to violate the rules of that social media platform and attack us by spreading his lies until the mod team had no choice but to ban him. Now, we have learned that from previous experience with these guys that if we just sit back and, hope that they're not going to come back and start trouble again, then it's just going to start up again a few weeks or months down the line. Therefore, we New Camelot are taking a tough line with the situation. Effective immediately, under the New Camelot Trading Standards Act, I am using the authority that the Act gives me as king to prohibit all member nations of New Camelot from any form of trade, trade or freedoms or diplomatic relations or alliance forming with reinhowll. And before you start jumping up and down and putting in the comments, I can't do that, saying it's tyrannical or whatever, the New Camelot Trading Standards Act states that the King of New Camelot may ban all member kingdoms of New Camelot from participating in trade agreements and dealings with any micronation or community which has taken any form of deliberate hostile action against New Camelot, its king, or its members. This means that every time we get a new member kingdom, reinhowll is deprived of another trading partner. I'll be very clear. Anyone in New Camelot, be it a citizen or a leader of a member nation of New Camelot, discovered to be trading with reinhowll, will be charged with violating the New Camelot Trading Standards Act. And to reinhowll and its allies at Seleucia, I would remind you that under the law, saying, verbally saying, or publicly texting misinformation and lies for the purpose of damaging the reputation of a person or group is deemed to be slander. and slander is illegal under both macronational law and New Camelot law. New Camelot does not hold grudges. However, sometimes when dealing with a tyrannical entity, examples must be made. Therefore, that is why we are taking action and a strong stance. Recently, reinhowll became a province of the Kingdom of Seleucia. We will therefore, in addition to the actions I've already explained to you, be writing a letter of protest to the Queen of Seleucia. Queen Neve does not seem like an unpleasant person, and she may not even be aware of how her subjects at reinhowll are behaving. Hopefully, she can rope them into line and put a stop to this nonsense. We believe that they despise us because we're doing better. They believe that reinhowll despises us because we are doing better than they are, and because we are pro-Samaria, even though we have never taken a side in reinhowll's conflict with the Empire of Samaria. And indeed, conflict is too strong of a word. Samaria doesn't even care about reinhowll anymore. They are clearly attention seekers. The Duke of reinhowll is extremely immature. Now, we have never clarify again, we have never used bots for anything on YouTube. All our subscribers were gained organically due to the simple fact that they enjoy our content and they want to support our nation. Additionally, what reinhowll is claiming is that we started out with 12 subscribers and then used a bot to get us to over 1,000. And that is just plain stupid, thing to say, for the simple reason that YouTube has systems in place to stop people using bots. While they're not foolproof and some people do manage to use bots quite successfully and get away with it, a bot, it took more than one bot to get you from 12 subs to over 1,000 subs, and I hate to say it, but it would not take long at all for YouTube to pick up on the fact that it was not organic growth. If you would like to know how we got to over 1,000 subscribers with organic growth, then I suggest you check out our video, which is the first part of a two-part series. When we hit 4,000 hours of watch time, I'll make and release the second part, and when you've watched both parts, you too will be able to get your micronation 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, getting you that bit closer to monetization. Further action may yet be taken as well. For now, this is the only actions that we're taking that we have fully decided on. I would strongly recommend that other micronations out there do their best to avoid reinhowll, and I would ask that if reinhowll makes comments about new Camelot in the future and you see them, you do not believe reinhowll and you do not get involved in the situation. Because this is a nasty person and an unpleasant micronation, and all it takes is one comment saying that they're wrong, and you're going to have a whole heap of trouble at your micronation's door. And honestly, I haven't made many major mistakes with new Camelot, but honestly, one of the few things I really regret is ever getting in contact with Reinhowll. If I could turn back the clock, I would never have contacted them to try. I would never allowed anyone in Camelot to contact them and try and make a trade agreement. But hindsight doesn't really help anybody. In the present, only in the future. And as they do say, and so there's no point doing it really. If you liked the video, hit the like button and give us a donation of an amount of your choosing to our to our Buy Me a Coffee. If you're feeling really generous, maybe sign our Patreon. And I will catch you in our next video.